bad, me sick, me Reggaeville.
Reggaeville family, this is SummerJam 2024, and from the Dubwise Jamaica experience with me is Becca Dudley. How's everything, Becca?
Hi, yeah, everything is good. Everything is good. Yes, we are day 2 at SummerJam and loving it. Absolutely loving it. Yeah.
I mean, after this crazy day yesterday, I followed your stories. I was like,
oh
Jesus Christ! Yeah, I saw it. I would have been dead with stress.
I did. I fully cried. My taxi driver was like, "Stop crying. You should have left earlier." I was like, "I know. I tried. All my taxis were cancelling on me, and like then I had to. I eventually got one. Got stuck in traffic. Had to get out, get the train, get the Heathrow Express. Got to the airport, and the queues. Oh my god! Because apparently there was a bomb scare in the morning.
Okay.
So the whole airport was just like a mess, and like yeah. The way I got to the gate, no one there, like last person.
Did they already announce your name? Did they call out?
Apparently, because they were like, "Oh, Rebecca, okay." Yeah. Oh my god, I've had some bad luck recently. That's like second time that's happened in 2 weeks now of traveling. So, well, they say bad luck comes in threes, right?
Yeah, but I mean, eventually you had good luck because you still managed. You're here now.
That's true. That is true. I like the way you spun that. Yes, good luck comes in 3. Give us some more.
So you have 2 more to go then.
Yeah,
awesome.
Yeah.
I mentioned already you're here as part of the Dubwise experience. I mean, you've been here to SummerJam, but you never played here as a DJ. So I guess the excitement is great, isn't it?
Oh my gosh. From the first time I came to SummerJam, I think it was 2017 or maybe 2018, I was obsessed, and I was like, I was like manifesting that I would play here one year. So very happy, and I feel very blessed to be playing this year, because it is such a vibe here. For anyone who hasn't been to SummerJam, it's just a dreamy space, isn't it? If you love reggae.
Saying that from someone coming from the UK, you have awesome festivals over there as well.
Yeah, we do have, but we don't have that many reggae festivals like that, and especially not, you know, like 3-day festivals where like Jamaican music is at the core. People aren't camping, you know, like they'll have maybe like a stage, and we have like now we have City Splash and we have Reggae Land, and those are quite big, but again they're day festivals. So there's not quite anything like this in the UK. So that's why I love coming to these European festivals. It's it's different, and it just has a special energy. Yeah.
Of course, you also have a special link to Germany because you're partly German and you're partly Jamaican. So first of all, wicked combination.
Jamaican, exactly.
Tell me a bit about this. How was growing up in a partly Jamaican environment in the UK? Tell me a bit about that.
Yeah, so I mean, so my mum is half Jamaican, and we were always brought up with, you know, my mum's side of the family, so it's very much like the black and the mixed side, and so reggae music was always blasting from everywhere. And so that was just my kind of early experiences of music, and it feels like home to me. It's like stuck in my heart, do you know what I mean? And I love so many different types of music, but reggae for me feels like, you know, the closest to home. So yeah, that's kind of how I got into what I'm doing now. That's how I fell in love with it. All my family are musicians as well, so like my mum can sing and play bass, my dad's electric. Actually, my dad plays all guitar, but very, very talented guitarist, and production. My brother-in-law is a singer. I play drums and I can sing, but not my other sister, like all of us, we're like musical one-trap family. So it's just always been in my blood, basically. Yeah.
But I think the passionate moment, when that magical moment was at a family reunion that you had in Jamaica when you kind of got infected with the dancer virus. Can you tell me, do you recall this particular moment or what experience you had there that eventually led you to this extreme passion for reggae and dancehall music?
Yeah, I mean, because as I was saying, reggae was always playing growing up. It was a lot of like old school reggae, you know, like Toots and the Maytals and Jimmy Cliff and John Holt and all them things. And like then later down the line went to Jamaica for the first time, had this big family reunion, as you said, and that's when I found dancehall. And I was like, oh, what's this? Like, I had heard of it before. I had heard it, but my understanding wasn't as strong as it was with reggae. So, do you know, I don't know if there was a specific moment, but like, as you know, in Jamaica, it's just like, it's everywhere. It's blasting in the taxis, it's in all the restaurants, you can just hear some sort of dancehall in the background wherever you are at all times. And so I think that just, you know, absorbed into me. And then when I got back, that's when I started to play dancehall more as well, because I had already just started DJing around that time. So yeah, that's where it kicked off, I guess. Yeah.
You're expressing the love for the music in many different ways. You are a presenter, you are a DJ, you have a lot more jobs as well, model, MTV host, you name it, you know. But I think what the most people in the reggae industry know you from is your format, Deadly. Tell me how you came up with that. What inspired that?
So, Deadly, I just felt like I was doing lots of different things in the reggae world, but it was like for different platforms and different people, and people would come to England from Jamaica and ask to be interviewed by me, but there was never anything that they didn't really know what for. So someone suggested to me that I should start my own thing and put all the different things I was doing in reggae under that umbrella, and I was like, that's a really good shout. And then I was thinking about what it could be, and I don't know, I just felt like at the time, this was like 7-8 years ago, there wasn't really a video platform that held Jamaican music and culture at its core. And there's all these like in the UK it's like SBTV and Link Up TV and Grime Daily, but there was nothing for purely Jamaican music. And I was like, that is where it all started. That was the beginning of, you know, grime music and all these different sound system culture genres that have their own platforms. So I was like, let's really focus on that. I already had my foot in the door in the TV world, so I knew some camera guys, and I was like, I have contacts, I know some artists. I was like, let's just do it. And there was one summer where Chronix, Jesse Royal and Christopher Martin were all in town, so I was like, right, this is it, this is my moment. And like, luckily they believed in me and the vision that I had for Deadly. I explained it to them, and yeah, everyone was up for it. So that's how it started. We put out the very first video we put out was with Chronix. He did a performance of Natty Dreads, and yeah, that was like 7 years ago. But the whole point is to basically spotlight Jamaican music and culture, and, you know, show it in the cinematic way that's so like I want to show how beautiful and stunning Jamaica is, Jamaican artists is, Jamaican music is, and, you know, you can actually do that with not much budget at the same time. Do you know what I mean? It's just like finding creative ways to highlight it. So that's what we've been doing, and yeah, Deadly is very much my little baby that I'm always gonna hold very close to my heart. And it's a slow build. Like, I put so much time into Deadly, like all my spare time, because I really believe in it, and I feel like it will take off, but it just takes time. Yeah.
Another format that I love is the 5 seconds pull-up thing. Yeah. How did you come up with that idea? What I appreciate about it is that it is so spontaneous, that it shows a super authentic side of people that you would never get by just asking them a normal question, so to speak. So that's why I love it. That's why. How did you come up with that idea?
Exactly. Well, so yeah, a few elements to that. The reason why I did that was because of exactly that. I was like, I get to see, you know, other sides to artists quite often, but, you know, often fans don't. So I was like, how can we get this like hilarious side of these artists to translate? So I was like, let's play a game. And there is a game in the UK called 5 Second Rule or something like that. And I played it all the time growing up and I loved it. So we were like, let's just do our own version of that. And yeah, like reggae up there and kind of adapt it to each artist. But it's so funny, isn't it? Watching.
How do you come up with a question like 3 things that are hairy?
I can't remember. I honestly don't remember where that came from. But I think I was trying to be cheeky and I was trying to think of things that are going to make people panic. Yeah. 5 things you do. No, 3 things you do when people aren't looking. Stuff like that. Because then they think about the actual answer in their head, but then they can't say it out loud. Yeah, we should have done that actually. I should have bought the little stick thing. I'm really bad at it. Somebody did it to me in an interview and I failed terribly.
Honestly, even me thinking of it, I'm sweating already.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened to me. I was like, yeah, I've got this. Terrible.
The Deadly program, it brought you not only to Jamaica, but it also brought you to Nigeria recently, right? To Lagos. It was your first time to the country as well, I think. How was that experience like, and why did you choose especially this country or this city to go to?
So we had spoken about maybe branching out to other... My dream for Deadly is it's always going to be Jamaican music at its core. But I would also love to showcase different cultures, different cities, different genres, and in that same sort of Deadly format. So we had spoken about maybe branching out into Afrobeats because that is a very natural I was going to say progression, but it's not a progression, it's a sidestep, I guess, especially because there's so many Jamaican artists who are working with Nigerian artists and Afrobeats artists. So yeah, then Tim Forrester, big up Tim, who shoots and edits all the Deadly stuff and is absolutely incredible. He was going to Nigeria on a random one to visit his friend, and so he said to me, if you want, I can bring my camera and shoot some stuff there, you just got to line up some shoots. And I was like, alright, cool, I'll try. I was like, I don't know if I have many contacts. Then I started going through all my contacts and I was like, okay, lined up a few things, and then I was like, maybe I should be there for that. So I went out as well, last minute, scrambling to get a visa. I don't know if have you ever been to, oh my god, they do not make it easy to get into Nigeria. It's like you have to have a letter of invitation by somebody who accepts full responsibility for your welfare when you're there, and yeah, you have to have all these documents and it takes ages to get a visa, so it was a hustle, but we made it. Got there. Crazy city, thanks. Yeah, it all felt very mad as well because it was kind of a last minute thing. But we definitely just wanted to use it as a kind of like a testing ground because it was the first time we'd done anything that was outside of Jamaica. Yeah. So it was just like a little mini series. We did Joe Boy, Falana and Tenny, all amazing artists and very different as well, which was quite cool. But yeah, so different to shooting in Jamaica, and it was such a good experience. And the nightlife in Lagos, oh my goodness, crazy. And they go hard. I thought Jamaicans went hard, but like it's like their biggest night is on a Monday and everyone like leaves their house at like 1 a.m. and then you'll party until it's like daylight, and it's like everyone looks sick. The style, Nigerian style, unreal. So yeah, that was a whirlwind week. It was a whirlwind week. I'd love to go back.
So do you have already plans for other places that you want to go and bring Deadly?
I mean, I have ideas in my head, no solid plans. Honestly, it's like budget. It's budget depending. I self-fund Deadly, so it's like from when we get more partners on board and we can actually, make it happen properly, then I would be 100% down. To be honest though, what I really need to do before anything else is the UK series. Never done one. Live in London. Haven't put any London artists on there, so I'm just waiting for the right moment. I know exactly who I'm going to have in it. Thought about it. It's going to flow so easily. Tim and I talk about it all the time, but it's just finding the right time. Would love to partner with a brand for that. So yeah, soon come.
We're looking forward to that, definitely. we mentioned already briefly that you're also a host for MTV, and that's for more than 11 years, I think.
gosh,
Yeah,
so
wow.
old.
Nah, you started so young. That's what you have to say.
Yeah.
I think the first person that you interviewed there was Nicki Minaj, right? I mean, what
You-
the first
you
person
did.
to... Yeah,
I
I
love
did a little bit of research. I mean, what the first person to interview. And I'm sure the list goes on like that. What I was wondering, though, is that... I mean, that must be exciting. Is it a different thing still when you interview a reggae or a dancehall artist or a Jamaican artist, because that is something that's dear to your heart? That's something you're personally in some way related to?
Yeah. First of all, the Nicki Minaj thing, I thought they were joking when they said, like, it was week 1. I'd never done an interview before, and they said, "Cool, next week, Nicki," and I was like, "Nicki who?" And then I never want to see that interview. I haven't seen it since then. That was 12 years ago.
I'm sure it was not that.
Sis, I was like, I had my cards. They gave me the cards with the questions on it, and I was like, do I say hi Nikki and welcome to MTV? I was like, how do I start it? I literally knew nothing. MTV throw you straight in the deep end. There's no training. They're just like, cool, go and work it out. And if
You're
you
still here after 11 years, so
Yeah.
it was good.
I must have done something right. True. But yeah, I have interviewed all different types of people, from like, you know, the Cameron Diaz's to like Pharrell Williams, but like, and people ask me like, who's been your favorite, and I cater to who I'm talking to. So it depends who asks me basically, but I know my real answer, and that's Damian Marley. That's my number, like, sorry, I got distracted, ADHD. I got starstruck for sure when I interviewed Damian Marley, and I was so nervous beforehand, but like, that one for me I will always remember.
And was that for MTV, or was that for Deadly, or for...
That was for Apple Beats One. It was called Beats One at the time, Apple. And yeah, I was covering somebody else's show, and they were like, cool, what guest do you want? And I was like, Damian Marley. Damian Marley. And it worked out, and it was fun, yeah. So that was definitely a highlight for me. And yeah, I just feel like you're right. When I interview artists, you know, reggae artists, also for Deadly as well, it's coming from a real place of like love and interest and fascination, and so yeah, they're my favourite types of interviews. Don't tell MTV.
No. We never said anything. I was wondering though, like, so you're having the Deadly format, and that is absolutely apart from MTV. Do you sometimes feel like, oh, it would be nice to have Deadly or something similar to that and bring it to MTV, to a mainstream platform, or, you know, if you could have an opportunity to highlight more like your choice of music on MTV as well?
That conversation has been had before. Yeah, would love that. Would absolutely love that. That would be the dream. Let's see about that. It's tricky, isn't it? Because big, like, mainstream channels and stations, they're all about numbers, and I think like reggae doesn't have the biggest numbers in the world, so you're always contending with that. But I try to bring it in however I can. I have a new show on MTV now called Fresh Out, and we just had a protege on, and I'm always suggesting Jamaican artists, but I don't have the final say, but I definitely can suggest. Yeah. So I'll edge my people in for sure. Yeah.
So we can look out for that. I think I even saw that on German television already, you know.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just the other day. Yeah.
Yeah, it's international. That MTV Fresh Out goes out to like 160 countries or something like that. So it's all over, which is cool. Yeah, I know we wanted to get Leela on because she's going to be in London, but then we're not filming at the same time as she's going to be there, so it's a shame. But like I said, we keep pushing. Yeah.
Many projects are going on, you DJing, for example, here. Then we have the Deadly thing. Do you have any other projects that you're working on right now that you're maybe just brainstorming as yet, or what can we look forward to? What are the dreams, the visions?
Oh my god, I'm constantly planning and working on. Yeah, my brain is a bit scrambled at the moment because I'm like working on the things I'm working on now. So like DJing, presenting, hosting premieres, and
modeling. You do. I did not mention that you're a model.
I mean, yeah, I don't really. Sometimes I used to be a model. Like I used to do modeling. Like that was my job. That's how I got into MTV. So and presenting, but now it's ad hoc. Sometimes here and there, but I guess it's not really my like. I wouldn't tell people I'm a model. I don't.
That's what I do.
Sure. What was the question? Oh yeah, so working on lots of different things. I don't think I can say anything about what's coming up, but like collaborating with a very renowned reggae label, maybe I could say.
Without revealing too much.
Yeah, collaborating with a renowned shoe brand. I can't say. I actually can't say. I am somebody who says too much, and I will literally just get. But yeah, some cool stuff coming up. Yeah, for the future. Just look out for it on Instagram, basically.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And I mean, you have a great summer ahead of you. You have Rotterdam ahead of you that you're going to.
Yeah, I've got Dub Camp in France. Got Rotterdam in Benicassim. What other festivals? Reggae Land in the UK. In the UK, there's also one called Lovers Rock Festival. It's their first year. Yeah, it's all. They have a big night in East London, which I've played a few times, and it's just all classic tunes, and the vibe is amazing. So now they're doing their first festival, which is going to be really cool. What else we got? There's a bunch of festivals, and then I'm going to Jamaica in August as well for a project, but I can't talk about that yet. So yeah, it's a really fun and busy summer, but I'm just hoping that I don't have any more of those crazy flights.
Just about to say, I was just about to wish you that for these upcoming DJ sets and stuff. I hope the next travels have a lot less stress for you.
Thank you, because my heart cannot take it, honestly. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean, all the very best. I'm looking forward to seeing more from you and the projects, and maybe Deadly in another city or so. All the very best for that, Becca. Thanks for sharing with us. Enough love.
Thank you so much, and thanks for taking the time to chat with me. You're a very great interviewer, and it's an honour to be on your show. You're a legend, so I appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Me mad, me sick, me Reggaeville.